What's up, guys? We just passed by Senchao. How much? 10. Okay. Buying a trot. Give me 1 second there. Hold that button. The fluster. Gotta get a trot to start the day off, especially in a new city. You don't know how many times you'll run across a trot. Thank you. Look at this chicken. This chicken looks good. Or that pork. It looks like a thin cut chicken. There's the buns. What is this, Fluffy? Which place? The SIM card place back in Da Nang? Yeah, he's asking for the address, I think. But I need to make sure it's... Are you talking about... Ooh, look at this one. See, Fluffy, they have all this, too.
They eat early here.
They eat early here. Fluffy, you would get these vegetables. Actually, these vegetables... But what would I get? I guess... Just looking. Come on. Everything's 20 to 20K. Look at that. Come on. I don't remember the exact name, but it's right behind the Bak Mayan market. And if you look up Vinaphone, it'll be on the main street behind the Bak Mayan market. If you just type in Vinaphone, there'll be 2 locations right next to each other. One of them is, I don't know why, but it's the wrong address. But there's 2 right next to each other. And the one that's there is the one right behind the Bak Mayan market. I think if you go to my SIM card video, the upload, and you click on the description, it has a link to the actual address on that one. See, I got a trot talk too. I like how there's food options there, Fluffy. Yeah, right outside our place. But I just feel like they don't have food all day. Huh? I said I feel like they don't have food all day. I feel like at 7 or 8 it might not be open. What's up, everybody? We're gonna go over and I think hopefully get this bonnet. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go see if we can move into that $5 hotel. If they'll honor the price of a Goda, I think we're gonna move. We're gonna go from a $9 a night hotel to a $5 a night hotel, but let's not jinx it yet. Let's see if they'll honor the price. Here's a banh mi. But see, they do not have the roasted pork. They just mostly have this kind of banh mi, which I don't eat.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't eat those kind of banh mi's. What is this one, Fluffy?
It's like salad.
Sit down. Look at that one, Fluffy. Buns. These are buns. Jogo. We're only a few blocks away, so it's not bad. And I do have a Tratok, so I gotta try the Tratok in a new city. I told you guys I was gonna get up early. I got up like about 8:15 in the morning. It's still so early. I don't even think it's 9. Ah. Uh-huh. But it's closed. Hold on, Fluffy. This deserves a picture. Wow. Oh, maybe it's pointing down here. Maybe this is it, Fluffy. Hold on. Ugh. We got to get a photo shot of this one. Japan. I don't think I've ever seen. I think you might be the first person that's told me you're in here from Japan. Very, very nice. I need to get a picture of me with the Bonet sign. Let me try to get one more. One more. There we go. I think we will like. Look at it. Yeah, it's pointing down this way. I think. Give me 1 second. Let me put my phone back. So here we go. This should have been the screenshot. Look at that. Bonet, that way. I need this sign. So I think we're gonna like Nha Trang. I don't think we're gonna like it as much as Da Nang, but I can already predict what the big issue is with Nha Trang. That's the kind of vehicle I need, Fluffy. So the big problem with, yeah, Fluffy, this is the street. The big problem with Nha Trang is going to be the lack of a bus visa run. So that's going to be the big thing to me. I guess this is where we're going to eat. Well, we're going to try to eat. I want to get the Bonet.
Yeah, where do you want to see?
Well, let's just find out if they have it first.
They have it.
Okay, just make sure no pate.
Kong pate.
No pate, no pate. Okay. What are you gonna get, Fluffy?
You have combo.
They have these. Fluffy, don't forget. Is that your phone or no? Look at, here's the stuffed animal bears. Let us find a seat. Let's go sit, where, Fluffy?
Here?
Yeah, let's sit here. Let's sit right here.
We'll just order
9 p.m. in Medellin, very nice. This is a rare time for us to do a live stream. I got up at 8:15 in the morning, and you guys know I do not get up early. Not only do I not get up early, but I don't live stream early. I am from the United States, but we are out here in the city of Nhon, Vietnam. Yes, we are up very early for 2 reasons. One, I'm a changed man. I want to get up early, but we'll see how long that lasts. And for 2, we wanted to go take a look at this hotel right here. We might be moving to this hotel. This hotel we looked at yesterday, and it's for an amazing price of $5 a night. $5 a night. Now, the only issue that I think that we might have here, we like the room, we like everything, but I think the only issue is going to be there is a school right here, and it is pretty lively. So I'm wondering if it's going to be noisy when we sleep, but not sure. I don't know English. Did you buy your train tickets? To come here, yes, we did. to answer your question about our second stop, I actually blew it. I completely forgot when we got off at the train station. We were supposed to get our tickets for our second city, and we left the train station and I completely forgot. So we have two options. I can either buy them online, which we might try to do once we're done with dinner, or the worst case scenario, we will have to take a Grab all the way back to the train station later today, get our tickets and come back. So we got to figure that out also. I love that picture. Fluffy, what did you get?
Same one.
Huh?
I want to taste.
So look, we will try our first ever nhon trot-top. It's definitely got a unique flavor. I like it.
Maybe breakfast.
But it's more salty. It's like I think because of that mixture. Fluffy, you're copying me. You're wearing glasses too. It's like a saltier flavor to me. It's not that sweet. So for you guys that don't like the sweet, trot-tots, this would be better for you guys. This might be our hotel. We're gonna check on this as soon as we're done eating dinner or eating breakfast. There is a school. It's a little bit more lively over here, so we will see. Fluffy, did you see the Wi-Fi anywhere? No? Shoot some B-roll. Fluffy, what's today's date? The 15th? Oh, Fluffy?
Huh?
What's today's date? The 15th?
Yeah.
15. What time is it, Fluffy? 9:08. 9:08. There we go. I just made pancakes. Oh, there ain't no pancakes out here. We've been to this city before last year, so we liked it last year. That's kind of the reason why we came back. But I definitely noticed the city, in my opinion, is more busier than it was last year. Yeah, the city is definitely more busier. We are on early today. Yes, we are. I told you guys in the live stream yesterday that I was going to try to wake up early, which I did. I think your second secret city will be smaller than Dong Hoi. Actually, I've already announced the second city. I guess maybe you didn't hear it, so I'll go ahead and tell you. The city, we still don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but I think it's pronounced Tuahoi. It's spelled T-U-Y. Second word is H-O-A. What's up, Evan? What's up, buddy? The train was fine. Actually, shockingly, I was able to take about an hour nap on it. Very good. We brought some food instead of buying anything on the train. So we brought some food. I did a live stream from the train, so it went pretty good. We are going to be back on the train again tomorrow to go to our second city. The view from your usual spot is better. The view from your usual spot. Which one are you talking about? Yes, Evan is a good friend of mine. We've done a few videos. In fact, we just shot a new video that I'm swamped in editing that hopefully it should be up soon. But check his channel out too. He has been in Da Nang, I think he said since September, but he's been in Vietnam a lot longer than me. Research done. Good to see you're live at a different time. I never get up this early, and I force myself to get up early. We're gonna have a breakfast bonnet, so we'll see how it works out. I appreciate it, Evan. I saw some of the train stream. Yeah, the train was good. A lot of you guys wanted to see the bathroom and the restaurant and the seats, and everybody was pretty surprised. They were like, wow, man, it's actually clean. I heard bad stories and this, and I was like, no, guys, like, the train is nice. 6:30. Oh, yeah, Robert, yeah. Stuff in Vietnam. Vietnam is an early city type of country. People go out to the beach and start working out at like 5 in the morning. Food places are usually up and running at 5 or 6 in the morning, easy. Tui Ha. Yeah, Tui Ha, I think it is. We'll have to figure out how to pronounce that. Evan is fellow Canadian. Yes, Evan is from Canada. Or what us Americans call the little cousin of America. Right, Fluffy? Americans call Canada the little cousin of Canada. Oh, you know what happened, Fluffy? I forgot to tell you. When I went with Evan, when we did our video was it last week? I don't even think it was last week. I think it was a few days ago. He said, oh, next time you're on, bring Fluffy. So, oh, there we go. Come on. Do you have Wi-Fi? Come on. Thank you. There we go. And then Fluffy's gonna get hers. Fluffy, you got a different one.
A different one? It's not the same.
We have apparently we have the diet. We have the diet bonnet. It's like, wait, where's the meat? That is my girlfriend. Are you planning to see the shopping mall today? So far we have a couple of things planned. Like we're gonna go take a look really quickly at this hotel. We're gonna see if they're gonna honor the price from yesterday. If they are, we're gonna switch hotels to this awesome $5 a night hotel. And then I think we're gonna go to the Riverside today. I think we're gonna possibly go back to the beach, the Riverside, and then we're gonna try to get to the night market tonight.
I'm not yet done.
Huh?
No, I was gonna ask first. And then...
Early morning is the best time of the day. Oh, come on. I'm not a morning person. For me, multiple reasons. One, I go to bed late. For two, I don't feel like there's nothing going on in the morning. Only thing that I see going on in the morning is people getting up for work, kids going to school. I just don't understand the fascination with getting up early. What's up, Earl? They hate hearing the 51st date. Sunrise. Yeah, sunrise is okay, but for me it's not worth getting up that early because usually once you've seen sunrise, you've seen many. I want to try to move this. It's going to be hard for me to eat. Maybe we can put it on this table or something. Look at this. I got a diet bonnet. So this is definitely now I can explain why it's only $25K. But here you guys go. $25K bonnet. Let me take off the stuff that I don't eat, and then we're gonna see the world's smallest. It's okay, Fluffy. It's okay.
Just one egg. It's too much for me.
Too much.
Yeah.
Fluffy, your name's Fluffy. It's never too much.
You're like cilantro.
The world's smallest bonnet. But it is only $25K. I gotta be fair. It is only $25,000. So this is the cheapest bonnet I've ever seen. Let's try the juice because you guys know the most important aspect is the juice. The place that we just stayed, last night. We booked on Agoda, $9 a night. We might stay there again tonight depending on the answer here. This place right behind us that we're going to take a look at, I got the price off Agoda, and he said he would price match it. So we're going to walk in there in a minute, and we're going to ask him if he'll match it. I think I'm just going to pay him cash. Let me log into the Wi-Fi really quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this one called? Nook Knock House. There it is. There we go. So yeah, Agoda is 90% of the time. If we do short stay hotels, Agoda is almost usually what we use. Cilantro, I love cilantro. I mean, I can eat tons and tons of cilantro. I love Mexican food, so Mexican food always has cilantro. Let's try this. Here's the first. You dip it. This is how you guys properly eat Bonet, or at least the Will Travels version. You dip this bread, and you always got to taste the sauce first. Very good sauce. Perfectly good sauce. This is how I do it. Agoda for short stay hotels, Facebook groups for long-term stays. That's how I do it. Let's take a look at Fluffy's. Wow, Fluffy's making a sandwich.
Yeah,
She carved out her bread and everything.
Bonet is a sandwich.
It's not a sandwich. It's a meat with a side of bread. Fluffy, how are you going to tell the Bonet expert? Fluffy is trying to tell the Bonet expert what Bonet is. I've flown the world to eat Bonet. I would love to create my own Bonet, customize it.
This is like pepperish and like there is a tangy taste.
Yeah, a little tang to it. They have grilled onions. Look at that. Grilled onions, man. So I would probably get 2 of these because they're only 25,000. Usually the one that I get is 40,000. What's up, Raj? Appreciate it. We're eating our Bonet, my very first Bonet ever in the city of nhon. I knew I had to have Bonet and a Tratak.
This has ginger and their marinade. That's why there's like an aftertaste.
Fluffy thinks there's ginger. I love Tratak. I'm trying to see if we can see any flags. We are at a restaurant, but we are in the city of nhon, Vietnam. Tratak and Bonet. So this, if you get a Tratak and a Bonet, it will run you guys 35,000. So about $1.35 for that nice large Tratak tea and this Bonet. You could live in this city dollar-wise much cheaper. Not much. I'm gonna say a noticeable amount cheaper than Da Nang, but you do give up a lot of Western amenities. And you do give up a good amount of English as well. A lot of the places that we went to, we have not noticed so much English like Da Nang. So you lose the Western amenities, and you lose that. So
No,
far,
anyway, they speak a lot of
I'm
English.
talking about Wignon, Fluffy.
Uh,
So far, you find weather in Wignon is hotter. Not right now, it's not. I don't think this is the peak season, and it's been cloudy the past 2 days. This morning it was actually sunny, but at this point right now, we feel it's about the same exactly as Da Nang right now. But I'm pretty sure we were here June of last year, and it was a little bit hotter. Fluffy, hello from Colombia. Janet.
Hola. Hola.
75 cents. So Earl is only willing. Well, you got to remember, this is 40 cents, 35, 40 cents right here. And then this is exactly $1 US. So the Bonet was $1, and this is about 35, 40 cents. But Earl is only willing to pay 75 cents for it. So I need to tell the waitress I need to pay Earl's price.
Hey Earl, how are you? What time is it? Where is Earl? In
Earl's
USA?
on planet Earth. I think he always says Washington.
Ah.
Janet keeps grabbing his keyboard. And he's in Colombia. Look at this. What the hell is going on?
Washington State or
Tacoma. We thought Earl jumped on a plane and came out here when he saw the $5 hotel.
oh, that's what Discount Bill is planning to do.
I did get a new subscriber, the hotel owner or the manager, whoever he was yesterday. He said, TikTok, you got TikTok? And I said, no, I don't got TikTok. I like this sauce. What I've noticed is each one of these bonnets usually has a slightly different sauce, but they've all been good sauces. They're just all different. Lovey, what is that?
It's a cart.
Where are they taking it?
Pulling it out. Maybe you have a different store.
How are they going to lift that? Fluffy, what if you came on and said, hey, you think you can help me out? They love helping people in Asia, huh, Fluffy?
Yeah.
We were on the bridge and we seen all those scooters that pulled over because someone got hurt or dropped something. And then yesterday on the train, people couldn't find their seats. And everybody was like, hey, hey, over here. Hey, over here. In USA, that wouldn't happen. I like this bread. This bread is very soft. Earl's only willing to pay 75 cents for this. So Earl's a little bit cheaper than me. Or at least that's what he says. They're gonna have her help. A bargain? You said you'd only pay 75 cents. Earl said it's not even...
Does Earl travel around Asia?
He travels every time he's on the live stream. Wherever we go. I like this though. Let me take... I'm a little distracted. There we go. Look at that. Look at that thing up there. I don't think it's going to fit. See, look. The top piece. That piece of wood up here. Look up at the top. I don't think it's going to fit. See? It's the top piece. I think they're just going to strap it. Oh, there we go. He sees it. But I don't think it's going to clear. You guys see the top piece up there? This is like Vietnam live. I've only been to 16 countries. Earl said he's only been to 6. I've only been to 20. It's that top wood piece. Look, it won't come through. You know what they got to do? They got to lean it back. If they lean it back, it will go down a little lower. I bet they just end up strapping it like that. Yeah, that's that piece right there. What do you guys think? Let's do a poll. Will it make it? Would you guys like to be riding a scooter behind that? There we go.
And then
What?
they know you're watching.
You will pay more on sales. Oh yeah, I know. Same thing in California.
What?
They said we'll pay more in tax, and then on top of that, you got to leave a tip. Like a tip in tax in California would be easily a whole meal in
Where did
Vietnam.
Earl travel? In Europe?
They wanted to have some suspense for you guys.
Oh.
They knew you guys were watching. They're like, let's pull it back a little bit. Wow, Fluffy's already done with her plate. Fluffy never leaves any evidence that there was food on the plate.
Everyone wakes up early in Vietnam. That's why maybe it's really good morning Vietnam.
Look, this is what we need.
Bonnet.
But I will tell you, for the small pieces that it has, they are pretty decently tasting, and they are thicker than the other places. Some places are really thin, but I enjoyed it. I like this bonnet. I've never had a bonnet I've never liked, though. This has been easily the cheapest bonnet I've ever had. Easily the cheapest. Even if I could have added another egg, I probably should have. And I think it would have been a 50,000 or 30,000. So it still would have been cheaper. Correct. That's a whole different philosophy than the USA. Like, we don't even think that way. Like, we don't go like, hey, we're gonna change our whole day, get up at a different time because of the heat. But in Asia, that's a real thing. Like in USA, no one practically bases their schedule around the heat. In the USA or in Vietnam, that's like a real thing. It's like, hey, I don't want to get up at this time, but we're gonna change our culture and get up this early so that it's not hot.
Remember at 11 o'clock until 2 they rest. They don't work.
What?
They do nap time.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Hot.
You guys know I always get a little rant about nap time. Because, for example, people in Asia will wake up about 5 in the morning, right? And then what they'll do is they'll wake up at 5 and then they'll take a nap at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, why don't you just wake up at 7 or 8 and just don't take a nap? Another good thing about early morning, Diane. 7 countries and hold on, let me see that. 7 countries in Asia, 8 countries in Europe, and Canada. Canada too. I'm kind of this.
You haven't been to Canada.
I've been to 10 in Asia, and I've been to 9 in Europe. In Texas, in the summer, you get things done early to avoid the heat. Oh yeah, today is no problem. The weather today is perfect. Well, everyone else loves the hot weather, but I think me and a Fluffy love this kind of weather. Fluffy, do you like the hot weather or do you like this weather?
Yeah, I like this weather. It's actually more cool here compared to Danang when we left.
Mm-hmm.
It was humid when we left.
It even rained, I think the night before we left. And Fluffy was happy. She was like, oh, I'm so happy it's raining. That means it's going to be cool.
Yeah. Because I don't really miss the humid weather in...
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm not a fan of the humidity. I still don't know how I am able to survive the humidity, but I am.
They said in news that it will rain in South Vietnam earlier.
Yeah, the freaking oh, look at that. There we go. Look at it. I rode one of those before in Hue.
Xin chào.
I rode that. I rode that one in Hue. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm kind of glad that we didn't do the whole big long road trip that we were thinking about doing if we moved out of the apartment, because I didn't realize like in the middle of the year is when it's rainy season for some parts of southern Vietnam. So we were going to hit the bad weather, and I was like, damn, we just got out of the bad weather. Oh, it gets so hot in Texas. Sophie, maybe I bring this? I guess we pay. Let's get our whopping huge bill. Our big giant bill, Fluffy. I think it's going to be exactly $2. And then we're going to take you guys next door and show you. We're going to see if they're going to honor the Agoda price. We'll see if they honor the price. I think we're going to move. If they don't, we are going to stay. So we will find out in just a short second. I've never been to Texas. No, actually I don't think so. Fluffy, the place next door, was it a Asian shower or a USA shower?
The one at the second floor was there is like a divider. There's a shower curtain. The one downstairs, it's smaller, so it looks like Asian shower.
I think when I seen it, I think it was a Western shower, but we'll check again. But I'm almost positive. And actually, so I gotta be honest though and fair, because the $5 room is the smaller one. But when we were speaking in translation, he said he made it sound like they were sold out of the $5 room. But what he said was, hey, I still will rent it to you at the same price, but we'll give you the bigger room. And then he went upstairs and he showed us the bigger room. So he did show it to us, and it was a different room, but it was bigger. I see. Everyone hates the Asian wet shower, but I actually enjoy it. Fluffy gets the Western shower in our apartment, and I take the I take the Asian shower. Fluffy, I just sent you the pictures of it because I don't want to interrupt the live stream when we get there. So I want you, when you go in there, I want you to see. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like it because it cleans my bathroom without me having to do any work. So I can't complain about that. I feel like a local. I'm up so early, Fluffy. You missed it last night. If you were on the live stream, we showed it. So you just grab it and you just take it out of the room. I showed that when we were in the hotel last night because other people were saying that. But luckily at our apartment, it's weird. My bathroom has the big plastic case around it, and we got the giant like commercial business toilet paper roll. So you know how it has like that plastic around it that kind of hangs on the wall? That's what we have. So even when we have the toilet paper in there, it's in one of those little protective plastic casings. But if not, I just literally grab it, I put it outside the bathroom, and then when I'm done, I just put it right back in. You ready, Fluffy? We're gonna go take a look at this. We're gonna go take a look at this place. Say goodbye to Nick House. There we go. Home of the 25,000 Bonet. That's going to be right next door. There's a little park here. There's a school here. And then this is it. Right next door. Literally next door. You then have to get a dirty toilet seat after. Oh, dry. I don't ever do it. I guess I'm just a man, so I don't care. But let's go see if they'll honor this price. We might need to break out the translate, Fluffy. Ooh, the lights are off. Is it closed?
No one's here yet.
No one's here yet. Of course someone's here. Send ciao. Let me do it. Here, I'll translate. Hello, we were here yesterday. We spoke to someone named... Huh?
What's his name?
I think it was...
Yeah.
We were gonna book the room on Agoda, and he said, just come by. There you go. Okay, you gotta go to
Yeah.
pictures? What date? Today. Where's your translate? What type of room? So where's the microphone? We wanted the room for 125,000, but he told us it was not available, and he showed us the room upstairs and told us that we would get that bigger room for the same price. She said no.
Did you show the Agoda first?
We might be staying at our same place. Let's see. Let's see. Are you? No. We are trying to get them to. I wish the same guy was here, but he's not here right now. We would have booked it on Agoda last night, but he told me to come in directly. We spoke to him, and he said that just come back. He would be here. Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I gotta check a price really quickly. Give me 1 second. So what are we gonna do? Well,
we're looking forward to the fight. If it's not five,
So now he's not here, the guy that offered us that deal. So now I don't think we're gonna move. That's always the joke when it starts to warm up and it hasn't even broke 100 yet. I did live in the Panhandle, Robert, where I'm from. It always does in the summer. 15,000 bone. I would love to find one of those. I don't even know if that exists. It would probably be half of an egg and one tiny little strip of meat. So we might be staying in our same place. We'll find out in just a quick second. It hasn't even broke 100 yet. This is the lobby though over here. So they do have a little coffee maker. They have a water machine. A little lobby and AC. It's actually a nice place. Especially at that $5 night price. But now we're having that little issue. If the guy was here, he would do the deal, but that's why I asked her. I said, is he here? Can we talk to him? No. It would be a little noisier here, though. That is the one concern. But they're trying to charge us the $280, which is crazy because it's $7 now, which 7, so that would be like 180. So they're charging you an extra 100,000. And not only that, but he told us that he was going to upgrade us from this room to the bigger room. So this is when the translation and the lack of English somewhat causes a problem. But if you can break out your Google Translate and kind of explain things good, it does help a lot. Talk to the guy. We're gonna sneak in on this.
And they charge 2.5%
For a card. Nice business cards though. Nhon Center Hotel. It's okay, even if we don't, we are 100% satisfied in the room that we're at. It's only $9 where we're at, and we wouldn't have to leave, we wouldn't have to pack up. So, worst case scenario is still perfectly fine for us. So, this is the name of the hotel.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That's the same, that's the province that the city that we're going to.
Also, it's more soft.
More soft. Salsa, more soft. I had to try to contact, he said,
Just 1 minute.
good thing I got his name, but they said they can't contact him. We'll see. Like I said, it will save us packing, and our room over at the other place is slightly bigger, I think. So worst case scenario, we'll stay, not a problem. This city that we're in is called Nhon. It's right here. Quynhon. That's the name of the city. But it's a space, so it's Quy space Nhon. But this place is a little nicer. I would say this place is a little more modern, clean, nicer, kind of more professional. I guess the word would be, or organized. I guess organized or corporate. Corporate would be the good word. Corporate. Fluffy, you're corporate. Yeah, two different businesses. They even have QR codes. We'll see. Whatever she says here, we'll go by that. Let's take a look. You guys can do your VN scan to pay. Better vibes. One huge thing that I think so many people don't mention about Da Nang is it just gives great vibes. Like, if you stay for the whole month, 4 million. If you stay for one night, we'll support you with the price you mentioned is promotional price on Agoda. You must successfully book a room there. Okay.
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 Sorry.
I got one quick question though.
Because they asked.
I just need to translate one thing. Just one quick question. Let's see. I'm gonna ask them if they would do the upgrade still. Sophie, you need to have your translate on your home page. So when we came here yesterday, he showed us the king room, but he said he would upgrade us to the bigger room, I think on 3rd or 4th floor, that had 2 beds. I think it was the twin room. And he said that would be the same price upgrade at no extra charge than the Agoda price for that room. Yeah, okay. So if I book the king room on Agoda when we check in, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Come on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Check-in time, 12. Talking to the mic. I know I should. I've noticed how many people don't use the mic. I love the mic. But so many people, even Fluffy, when she does the translate, she used the typing. You can check in right now. Okay, come on. Thank you. Okay. So we can actually check in right now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to our hotel no matter what. Now, here's the question. Do we go pack up and walk over here? Walking over here is no big deal. It's only like a 3-minute walk. Do we pack up and do everything like that for, we're literally only saving $2. But this is the question. This place is a little more modern, a little nicer. It is in a busier neighborhood, which might be good because we can come hang out here. Our neighborhood is very, very quiet and secluded. We could be out here. Is it worth the $2? Well, the two questions is it worth the $2? I don't think the $2 saving is worth moving and everything, but you also got to factor in, this is a more exciting, I guess, neighborhood, you would say. So is the $2 and being in a more exciting cafe-centered area, park, cheaper food, lots of restaurants, is that $2 savings and being in a more lively place worth putting our backpack on, walking over here? So that's what we got to figure out. We did not get the deal, but Agoda has it for $7. So she said, if we book it on Agoda, that we'll just book. She said, if you see the price on Agoda, book it on Agoda. So it was $5 last night. Now it went up to $7. What we're currently paying is $9 at the other place. So like I said, what we got to decide is it now, here's what I would say. If we weren't already in our hotel and we just landed, I would take that place at $7. But the question is it worth packing up, walking over here to save only $2? It's not really going to be that big of a difference, but this neighborhood is going to be a little more livelier. So that's what we got to figure out. Right now I see it as 180,000 on Agoda. So it's the king room. The king room, $7. But I asked her multiple times. I said, if we check in here, he told us he was going to upgrade us to, I think it's called the double or the twin. And she said twice in a row, yeah, we'll do that. So, and she said she'll check us in right now. So check-ins.
You give a lower price when you stay a month.
Yeah, but I think that's the king room. Which, if you guys stay in that tiny room, they'll rent you that room for $4 million a month. But last night they told us $5 million. So $4 million is about $150. So you could stay at that place for a month for $150. But I think it's going to be the smaller king room, whereas the room that we looked at was the double deluxe or something like that, and that room was definitely bigger and better. We don't have much to pack. I'm just wondering, is it worth it though? Because we're only going to be here for one day, and we're literally probably going to leave at 5 in the morning. We have a choice between getting on the train at 5 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon tomorrow.
You need a drugstore.
You need a drugstore? But Fluffy, drugs are illegal. We passed so many.
Huh?
We passed so many the past day. I'm not sure, Fluffy. Maybe you go there. That's so if we landed at the train station right now and I knew that place, we would go to that place. The only thing is we would have to pack up, check out, and then go there and do that. That's the only thing. But we're close. I mean, we're almost already back. Our place is just about another 2 blocks. Now, if that place was quiet and didn't have all those restaurants, I wouldn't even debate it. But that place is a little more livelier. It's a little nicer. It's a little modern. We'll see. Maybe when we get back to the hotel, maybe the price will go up to $9, and then I'll just say, hey, screw it. We're not going to pay that. Because that price has been fluctuating over the past 2 days, like 4 or 5 different times. It's crazy. Or maybe we get back over here to the hotel and maybe it drops down to $5. And then maybe we'll do it, but we'll see. So the pros about that place is it's a little more nicer. It's a little more modern. I think it's going to be easier to take the Grab from that location than this one. And it's in a livelier location, and it's slightly cheaper. The downsides of that one is that it could be a little noisier because it is in a livelier location, and we would have to pack up and walk over there. So that's the downsides. If we were going to stay for multiple days, I think we would move. But just to go from 12 o'clock in the afternoon and check out at 5 in the morning, it might not be worth it. Oh, Fluffy, you can go here. I'm going to show them the food. So this is kind of like our little food street section. I got my Tratak from over here. This is where I got the Tratak, but you guys can buy fruits. Look at, they even have some shrimp for you guys. They got the pork chops. Oh, they were cooking the pork chops earlier. Now they're all gone, or maybe those are the ones that are over here. But look, he's hacking up the coconuts. Hacking up the old coconuts. I wonder how much those are. Look at that. Don't hack off a finger, though. Look at that. Fresh coconut right there. Very nice. Fresh coconut. Oh, and someone got a sugar cane too, it looks like. So someone got a sugar cane. Look, they're gonna show you guys the sugar cane. I always like watching. Sit, chow. I always like watching. They'll put the sugar cane in there, and then look, it comes out right here, and that basically will turn into a juice. So it goes all the way from this to that. So okay. So one got a coconut juice or a coconut water, and the other one got a sugar cane. Look at how flat that gets, though. Look at that. That thing is ultra flat. Sit, chow. And then it goes from that thick all the way down to that. Juices and drinks are just such a big thing in Asia. Just a huge deal. Everyone always has a drink. When you walk down the street, everyone has some kind of drink. Someone will have a coffee. Someone will have a tea, a coconut juice. You know, here's a thing that I've noticed. In USA, everyone has a bottle of water, right? I never see Asians or Vietnamese, in whatever country you're in, with a bottle of water. Yes.
What are you? Avocado?
I don't know what that was.
It's like avocado.
I want to find out the price of coconuts.
Coconut?
Because remember, we saw them on Tuahoe for 10,000. Where are you guys at? You guys disappeared on me. 20. 20. Come on. 20. What's going on with all these prices? Why are the coconuts more than Danong? We
see that in the market. It seems like it's like the price that they're giving us the same as restaurant prices in.
But remember when we watched the city of Tuahoe, they paid 10,000. Remember they were sitting there and you're like, oh, that's so cheap, 8, 10, and 12. We watched the video. Remember they were sitting there and you go, wow, so cheap coconut. We just watched the video 2 days ago. Yeah. Go back to my point. So everyone always has drinks. Everyone that you see like sitting down or anything always has a drink. But the one thing I noticed that's different, nobody in Asia or Asian locals never have a bottle of water. They never have a bottle of water. They'll have a coffee, they'll have a juice, they'll have a coconut water, but they never have a plastic bottle of water. In USA, everybody carries around a bottle of water. Whether it's in our kind of bottle or even just a plastic Costco Safeway water. But I never see locals ever with a bottle of water, plain water. I guess it's not a thing. This is our very quiet neighborhood over here. Look at how peaceful. Look at how quiet. I feel like I gotta whisper in this neighborhood. I drink tea, so that's gonna be the thing out here. Asia just loads you up. Look, so when they give us our drink, look, it's a plastic cup with a plastic lid with a plastic straw and a plastic bag.
I think JV would not.
Yeah, so the plastic thing is not caught on out here. JV gets very mad when we get all the plastic stuff. And I asked Fluffy, I was like, Fluffy, what is Asia gonna do? Like, let's say the world just somehow banned plastic, right? I don't know what they would do because they just load you up with plastic like crazy out here. I don't know what they would switch to. Yeah, this neighborhood is very nice. I really like this neighborhood. I just wish there was, I wish there was more food options, but right where we just were, they do have some foods there. And then look, this is kind of something I've never really seen. This is our hotel, and they have a charity. So some people will bring their clothes here, and they brought other products, and they leave them here. And then I think it's all for the neighborhood. And then the neighborhood will like drop off this, pick up this. So they have that. Xin chào. And then this is the name of the hotel that we're staying at. I think it's Nak Wee Mini House. And we're way up there. We'll show you our balcony. The internet usually cuts out when we get on the elevator, but it'll only cut out for a second. We got to take our shoes off and get our sleepers. Okay. Come on. We're getting our 2 bottles of water. Come on. Fluffy, can you grab that? Come on. Come on. Here we go, guys. So I think on the 2nd or 3rd floor, we've noticed this will cut out. Oh. 2nd or 3rd floor, this will cut out. But it will pick right back up. Bottled water is one of the biggest scams known to man. Yeah, do it just like how I did it when I was a young guy. Drink out of the water hose. I don't think Fluffy knows about drinking out of water hoses.
Yeah, I did that when I was a kid.
I don't think you guys have water hoses. Come on. You go up here too. We should be back. See, I told you, it's always on the 2nd floor that it cuts out. So we'll show you guys our $9 a night hotel. I think we're probably gonna stay, unless that price drops down in the next 1 hour. Because checkout time is 12, it's still only 10. So at 12 o'clock we'll make, ooh, I love that AC. So here is our place. Let's give you the grand tour. Let me log into the Wi-Fi really, really quickly. Let's log in. So we are on. So here we go. Fluffy can't live without the TV. We got the mini fridge. The AC blows very nice and cold. Here's our towels. Here's our little dresser. The room is a decent size. Look at this. So we stayed here last year. They used to have a desk right here. There is a desk now over here. Huge bed. Look at how big the bed is. It's like freaking giant. That's kind of what we're thinking, Diane. Unless the price drastically drops down, which I don't think it is in the next few minutes, I think we're probably going to stay. Less hassle. So look, this is the tip. You go like this when you take your shower, and you set it here, and then you take your shower, and then as soon as you're done, you grab it, slap it back there, because this is the Asian shower right here. There's your sink. There's your Asian shower. And then, Fluffy, they want the grand tour of the balcony. So, there we go. Trevor, you got the Hall of Shame, buddy. You got the Hall of Shame message. So there we go. And this is our balcony. Look at this. So here's our balcony. That is the other thing. The place that's here, and it says City of Wien. Ready for a beer. It's not, I was going to say it's not even 10, but it just hit 10 o'clock in the morning. And supposedly, so the owners, I think he lives at this place. So they own both of these. He said if you stay here for a long time, he recommends you staying at that one because it's the same, except for they have a kitchen there. But this balcony is big. I like the balcony. So there we go. This is the city of Wien. The beach is located this way. It's about no. The beach is this way. It's about 8 minutes from here. So the beach is not that far away. But I think 99% we're going to stay at this place. Yes, it's called Nok Wee Mini House. I think that's how you say it, because it's NGOC. I think that's Nok. Nyuk. And then it's same as Wignon, QUY. Let's just double check. Let's see the cheapest price on Agoda. And then if it's not, we will put it out of our mind and we will stay here. And then we just got to figure out what time we will take the train. Okay, what did I do with my other phone? Damn, did I leave my... Oh, I'm a fool. Just like that, LID, except for change the I to a Y. Change the I to a Y. Which is closer to the train? I mean, we're literally... None really, because that place is like right...
That's just a block.
Yeah, that place is only somewhere like right here. So technically, it's not really any difference. That place, the lid, it's spelled that way except for the Y, and then it's called Mini House after. Let's take a look. We'll check the price. If it's not any lower, we won't even think about it. We'll just chalk it up and say we're staying. We haven't even paid for the room yet. That's what's so crazy about these smaller cities. Yeah, you pay when you check out, but it's so crazy as an American because people could just leave at the middle of the night. Let's take a look. Approved visa. Okay. Whatever you decide, just enjoy it. Trevor is just a spammer, but he hasn't commented after that, so what we'll do, we'll just give him a nice 24-hour ban. The trolls like to leave one troll comment, and then they disappear. So, and I'll actually show you guys the place that we're staying. So if you guys want to take a screenshot of the name of this place, we will pop that in. So the place that we're staying at right now this is it. NGOC Knock We Mini House. That is the name of the place that we're currently at, that you guys see us at right now. NGOC QUY Mini House. Now let's take a look at our cart to see the $5 a night room. The one that we just left is called the nhon Center Hotel. I'm not sure what you mean, Flower. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So look, from the time that we walked over there, it went from $7 a night to now it's $9 a night. So we're gonna disregard that one. We're not gonna move to that one for the same price that we're paying here. We're not gonna move. Now the only things we gotta figure out is, do we take the train at 5 in the morning tomorrow, or do we take the train at 2 in the afternoon? Unfortunately, there's no in-between time on the train besides either 5 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon, which sucks because either we got to get up at the crack of dawn to get there, or we have to miss half the day and get into our next city at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So should we wake up early, or should we lose a full half day? What's up, Philip? You missed our breakfast.
What are you going to do there? Like, what do you call this? Philip style balcony?
Yeah, I'm doing a Philip stream. But I don't smoke cigarettes. Philip loves his balconies. Philip's a balcony addict. This place is very peaceful. That's a great word to use for this neighborhood. Peaceful, quiet, relaxing. Our next town is a city, we got to figure out how to say it correctly, but I think it's called Tuihoa, but it's spelled T-U-Y. The second word is H-O-A. I pronounce it right now as Tuahoy, but every time I say that, you guys say, no, it's Tui-hui or some Tui-hoy. It's about 2.5 hours on the train from here. So it's about a little over 2 hours from here. And it's another small beach city. But I just have this feeling we're going to really like that city. It's very underrated. It's not, if you go look on YouTube, you see very little videos about it, but every comment and everybody that's been there really enjoys it. So I'm looking forward to that city, actually. Yes, we are going south. We went from Da Nang to Wignon, which is south. Then we're going to go south of Wignon to Tui Hoya. And then our ending spot is going to be Nha Trang. So Nha Trang will be the last city. And then what we're going to do, instead of taking a 10-hour train back from Nha Trang to Da Nang, we're going to come back from Nha Trang and we're going to either stop in Tua Hoi for one night, or we're going to stop back in this city of Wignon for one night and then leave the next day to Da Nang from one of these cities. So it's only like a 5-hour. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Earl. I think you're talking about, I've tried it, if this is what you're talking about. People say, oh, to get the cheaper price on Agoda, you go into Google, go to Google Maps, look it up, look at the price and click on it. I've done that. Usually it doesn't work. I've seen it work a few times, but that's the hack that a lot of people tell me, but I'm not sure if that's the one that you're talking about. Yes, we are still in Vietnam. We're just a little bit further south. We are in Wignon. Fluffy, what are you doing? That's what I should be doing, editing. I should be doing some editing. But I think today we're going to go to the riverside. We've never been there before. So I think we're going to go to the riverside. We heard like that's where some of the Western tourists are. And we'll go see if that's where they're at. Fourth business day. Let's see. No, Google Chrome. Bali, I don't know. I went to Bali back in 2019. I enjoyed it back then. We've heard it's went up a lot in price and it's kind of changed. But I definitely do want to get back to Bali at a certain point. Not sure when though. Try this. Look up the price of Wignon City Center in Vietnam. Price in Agoda app. Okay. So you're talking about go into the Agoda app and change the currency, I believe. That's what you're saying, right? I forgot how to change currencies, but oh, here we go. I think what you're saying is go in here to price display and switch this from Vietnamese USD to VND. So the price was $9, which would have been $233. Okay, so let's go back into the Agoda app. And now let's go take a look at it maybe. Let's see. Let's try this now. I think that's what you're saying, but let me try that. Let's try to take a look at this one. Encountered? Why is it saying that? That's weird. How long will you stay in the next city? 2 days. So we're staying in Wignon for 2 days. We're staying in Wignon for 2 days. We're staying in Tui Hua for 2 days, and then I think we're staying in Nha Trang for 3 days. It just keeps saying, sorry, you encountered a technical issue. That's weird. $200. Okay, so it didn't help in this point. So now it's at 254,000, which if you convert the currency, so look, we had it on American dollars for $9, which is 233, but now it's 254,000. So that's actually more expensive because 254,000. Yeah, so it's 81 cents more this way. Yeah. So it's 81 cents more actually when you switched it. But let me switch it back and see, does that do anything? I've never heard of that, but maybe every time I do it, maybe I'll check that. But at this point, actually it went up a slight amount. English, US dollars. So let's put it back to US dollars and then let's select it. Yeah, see, still $9. But this price has been changing like crazy. Like in the last 2 or 3 days that I've been looking, it's switched at least 4 or 5 different times. And I'm not even talking about in a day. I'm talking about like every few hours it switches.
It's so obvious that they're right because they were saying that, oh, it's a Agoda price, so it's a promo.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's clearly noticeable because it changes a lot.
So which makes me believe this. It makes me believe that Agoda, if they feel you're ready to buy, they raise the price on you. But I don't know. Last night, I should have booked it. It was $5 last night. But I thought I was going to help the hotel. I was saying, hey, I'd rather give the hotel just a straight 5 in cash price than go through Agoda because I know they're going to charge them a fee. But so what I would tell you guys, I've never had luck going into a hotel and paying in cash a cheaper price. I've never had it in 20 countries. Anytime we've ever offered to pay just in straight cash the same amount on Agoda, we've always been rejected. So I would never do that. If you see a good price on Agoda that you want, book it on Agoda. Don't try to go there and try to give them the equivalent in cash. Book it on Agoda. I will never debate again about paying in cash.
But who gave you the point to change the currency? Because I think
Diane, but it didn't work. It actually raised it.
Yeah,
it
but
raised
that
it.
thing, it works on airlines because sometimes when you change the currency from dollar to a local currency or the home currency of the airline, it lowers down the price.
But I bet you, so we just seen it at $9, 250,000 VND, right? So I bet you when we go check out of here, I bet you it'll come down one more time. You know what? Since check-in is 12 o'clock, I bet you around 12 o'clock that price will drop one more time. That's my prediction.
Still take it if it.
I bet you it'll drop one more time right around check-in if they haven't had anyone book. So I'm positive in my belief that Agoda has bought and paid for the room already. And what they're like a stockbroker. They're trying to sell it for the best price. That's why the hotels don't ever care. They don't want to negotiate because I think they've already sold the rooms to Agoda. So they've already made their money. They don't care about negotiating at all. So I think Agoda, they see you checking it. They see how many times you click on it. They see you go back and check it again. And I think they monitor your situation. If they feel you're ready to buy, I think they raise the price. So to be fair, I've never seen prices go up and down on Agoda besides that place. So every other day or something, if I'm looking for a place, I will monitor it. But that place, I've never seen it change up and down so much. Like last night, it was $5. This morning, it was $8. Then it went back down to $7. When we were over there, it was $7 about 30 minutes ago. Now it's up to $9. It changes like almost every hour. So I'm convinced Agoda buys the room and they treat it like the stock market. If you keep clicking, and they probably say like, "Oh, this guy, he's close, he's close." And they know that I'm checking out because remember, I booked Agoda at this place, so they know I'm checking out in about 2 hours, and then they see me click and keep monitoring that price, so they're probably like, "Okay, he's probably looking to check out." But I guarantee you, I bet you anything, two things are going to happen at 12 o'clock when it's check-in time. I bet you that price lowers. Or if I go book another night on Agoda for the place that we're in, as soon as I book that place, I bet you that other place will go down. I bet you it'll go down because they'll say, hey, that guy's out of the market. He just rented a night at the other place. I bet you that's how it works. The second step, well, tell me again. So all I seen was that you said change the currency. So I have not, also, you know what other city's been changing a lot? Nha Trang. So here's the one that I've never seen. So Nha Trang was offering the room that we were staying in, well, the room that we're debating about staying in Nha Trang was offering a great price. It was like 13 bucks for a nice room. Definitely more. It sounds crazy, but it's definitely more than here because it's 13 bucks. It's only $4 difference, but it's more. But they had free breakfast. And then when we left yesterday, I was going to go book it. And then now the breakfast is not included for free. It's like an extra 3 or 4 bucks. And I was like, damn, I should have booked it. Do Google Chrome search on same hotel. Tell me that again. So like a Google search, I'm using my Droid or my Samsung, so that's what I have. So you're talking about just go on a Google search, right? So just type in the word Nhon Center Hotel. I believe that's what you're saying. Let me try this. So Nhon Center Hotel, right? So that's what pops up. Okay. So then we see the very first one is Agoda. That's a sponsored link. So here it is. It is not Pornhub. Tagoro Malakas. So
Guru is strong. That's what he's trying to say. You see?
Look for Agoda link. So I believe it's this one, right? So this is Agoda. We'll click on that one. See, now look, it raised. Remember it was $9? Now it's 10. That place is just going crazy.
You should tell them that you have a Agoda link so they will book through Agoda.
So now that place, look at it. That place has definitely gone up. That place is crazy. I don't know why they're doing that. But we will hit the claim our 10%. Yeah, it went up to $10 now, guys. I'm glad I was doing this on live stream. You guys seen how much? Yeah, I hit the claim. Every time I hit the claim 10, it never gives 10% off. I don't know if that's just a button or something. Every time I hit the claim 10, it never works. But it went up. That's crazy though. Let's see if it's $10 on my actual Agoda app. Let's go back here. So let's check it in. It's $10 now on the Agoda app. See, look at how quick that's changing. That is crazy, guys. That is crazy. That price is just going up and down like every freaking hour, though. That's crazy. I've never seen a hotel go up and down like that. What time is it? 10:30. So we'll stay on for a few more minutes, and then I think I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna take a shower, and then we will probably pay for both nights. Probably the links. There are other people wanting to book every time you try a new method. That's weird. It won't let you post. It's okay. Um, Clear your cookies. I've done that before and it's never worked. All the tricks that people tell me, I've never personally found to work. What we'll probably do is we'll probably stay. I'm almost positive we'll stay here, and then what we'll do is we'll go downstairs. And I'm gonna pay for both nights because I don't want to be looking to pay someone at 4 or 5 in the morning if we leave on the train at 5. So probably thinks there are other people wanting to book every time you try a new method. Maybe. Maybe. So like I said, this hotel never charges us in advance, and they don't have any credit cards that they have on file. So some shady people could just walk out of this place. The train ticket, I always buy our train tickets in person. I messed up big time because we were supposed to buy our tickets at the train station yesterday when we land, and I was shooting a YouTube video and I just completely forgot about doing it. So now I hope I didn't screw myself because we're gonna get on the actual Vietnam Railways Vietnamese app or website. I'm gonna see if I can book it there. If I can't book it there, we're gonna have to take an in-drive or a grab all the way back to the train station and go get the ticket today and then come back, which I don't want to do because that'll cost us like another $8 just to get there and back. But I'm gonna try to do it on the app. But normally I just walk into the train station and I buy it right then. The Kings suck. Well, I still support the Kings. I got 2 Kings hats. I'm still sipping on my Straw Talk. We are going to the city called Tuy Ha. I think that's how you pronounce it. Tuy, and the second word is HOA. There's very, very little YouTube videos in English, especially about that city. But it's another small little beach city. It's about 2 hours down south from Nhon. And it's about I think it's about a 3-hour stop from Nha Trang. Yeah, south. Everything that we're doing is going south. We went from Da Nang to Nhon, then we're going to Tuy Hoi, and then we're going to Nha Trang. And then once we go from Nha Trang, we're gonna come back up and stay either in this city again one last night, or Tuy Ha, whatever city we like better. We're gonna stay there one last night and then take the train back to Da Nang from that city. Because for me, I don't like to do a 10-hour train ride. So that's why we've been stopping in all these points, is so that we can break the train trip up and see these other cities. Oh, so you're down south. Yeah, so for me, I can only stay on a train for like 4 or 5 hours. I hate being on longer than that. So what we did is we took Da Nang to Nhon, which was about 5 hours. And then we're gonna stay here for 2 days. And then tomorrow we are going from Nhon to Tuy Hua, which is gonna be only about 2 hours and 2 hours and 30 minutes, I think. We'll stay there for 2 days, and then we'll go from that city to Nha Trang, and I think it's about maybe a little under 3 hours. So every trip will only be like 3-hour train rides. We could have just went straight from Da Nang to a 10-hour train ride to Nha Trang, and I was just like, I don't want to do that. And then what we would have done is we would have hit these cities coming back. Where did you start on your train trip? I'm assuming you were probably in Ho Chi Minh or something. Where did you start your trip? And how much was the ticket one way? That's what I figured. You probably started in Ho Chi Minh. How much did you pay for the trip? So if we would have moved out of our apartment, we would have done this whole trip. We would have went to Nha Trang, and then instead of coming back to Da Nang, we would have went from Nha Trang, and we would have went to Vung Tau, and then we would have went from Vung Tau to Ho Chi Minh for one night, and then we would have went from Ho Chi Minh to Can Tho. 560. Damn, that's a lot. Um, why so much? We just took a 5 hour train ride, and it was only 220. I think you guys. I think I found the ultimate train site. I think a lot of you guys are using third parties. Let me look it up. Let me see what I see it on my site because we know another guy that moved to Nha it and it was 1.1 million for two tickets. I was like 1 million. That's way too expensive. So you went from Ho Chi Minh, right, to Moi Ni. What is that train station? Yeah, I think you. I don't think you used the right site. Um, what is that? Do you remember what the train station is? Enjoy my company. That's a pretty big deal. Oh, someone's apparently I'm someone's uncle in here. What's up, Shazam? Um, Gainer.
He's a comedian.
I need to find out where is Moine. What is their train station? Because I don't see it on the website. Bing. Yeah, the train ticket for us was 220,000 to come here, but tomorrow's train ticket is only like 70,000. Barbershop. Nice having your stupid little eighth grade jokes. So here's what we're going to do to Barbershop. Not only are we going to kick him out, but we're going to give him the, before he leaves, we're going to give him the one finger salute. Later, buddy. Fanthian. Okay, there we go. So let me take a look at Fanthian. There it is. So let's take a look and see what that ticket is. From Ho to Fanthiet. And let's take, oops. Let's do this one. Here we go. So I think that's too expensive. I don't think, no trains. Give him the one finger salute. So this is the site that I use, DSVN. And this to me is 100%, this is 100% the cheapest and the most accurate. Everything is accurate. It shows you the seats. It shows you everything. Fanthiet. But it says it didn't have a train for tomorrow. So let's just try the next day. It says no trains for this route. I think that's wrong. So usually when I get that message, it means it's the wrong train station. Let me ask Bing. What is the train station for Phan Thiet, Vietnam, or Monet? Let's see what it says. Let me see. I can't find it on Vietnam Railways. Let me see. It always doesn't appear on Vietnam Railways website. The SP2 train from Ho Chi Minh runs Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So that's why. So you could only take it on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Look. Fanthiet runs on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays only. That's why. So that's weird. Let's go here. So let's pick.
Maybe not a lot of people go there.
So let's try the 20th. Here we go. Yep, that's exactly it. And there's only one train. Jeez. So, yeah, look. See? Tyler, look at how much that price is. 187,000. So you guys are going through third parties that are gouging you guys. This is the site that you guys need to use. Now, unless you did a sleeper one, but look, all the prices, look, 178,000. So please, if you guys are booking trains, go through this website. Do not go through 1-2-Go. Don't go through the other stuff because they are gouging you. But if you guys look, the price is only 178. That's weird though. That is so weird. There still should be a train. Like, what about someone like me that wants to go to that city? It's so weird. Like, especially it's a train. Like, the track is already built. There's no reason to not stop there. But look, Tyler said he spent 500,000. Now maybe he's talking about a round trip, but I'm assuming it's a one-way. But the one-way is only 178. This is the website you guys should be using right here. I'll show you guys. It is called, if you type in Vietnamese Railway and you put this in there, Vietnamese Railway DSVN. This is the website you guys want to be booking your tickets from. It'll show that little blue logo and it'll say DSVN. That's weird. So that city is terrible for me because I don't take buses. I refuse to take buses. The only time you guys will see me take a bus in Vietnam is when I do the visa run. But for me, I'm looking to slow travel. And what if I was near that city, Mune, and I wanted to go to it? I would have to wait till Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. That's so weird to me. Yeah, that's so weird. But this is the site you guys should be booking your tickets. So look, we'll look at ours. We're going to leave here. So actually, this one, so here's a good point. Our city that we're in is Nguyen Nhon, but the train station, Du Tri. So we'll hit this, and we'll hit Tua Hoi. This is the city that we're going to tomorrow. That's the only kind of down thing that I will say about this train station or this train service. Like tomorrow, there's only a 5 o'clock. Look, we'll show you guys this one. There's only a 5 in the morning. That one's 5 in the morning, right? Let's take a look. So that's 5:06 in the morning. Or the next one after 5 is not till 2 o'clock. And we're like, what the hell? We don't want to do a freaking 2 o'clock. But look, the tickets for this one are only 64,000. So it's about $2.20 for a one-way ticket. What do you guys think? You think we should take it at 5 in the morning or should we take it in 2 in the afternoon? It's a little over a 2-hour train ride. So that means our options tomorrow is either get into the new city at 7 in the morning or we won't get there till about 4 in the afternoon. Which, if we get there at 4 in the afternoon, by the time we check in, it's almost 5 o'clock. That means we've lost the whole day. But I mean, I've never seen a place cater to that. Like, what about me? I'm not going to the Hamptons. I want to just do the train all the way down, and I want to go stop in this city. So it's like, hey, sir, you can't go because it's Monday. It's like, huh? I want to take a train. I'm doing YouTube videos, and I'm going through here, and I'm going down south. I want to stop in this city. Like, no, only on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Like, why? So we got to make a decision. Are we going to take the 5 o'clock in the morning train or are we going to take the 2 o'clock train? Oh, let me ask you guys. Let me do a poll. Which train should we take? 5 a.m., 2 p.m. Wonton soup. I'm not a big soup guy, but maybe if we see that, I bet Fluffy would probably get that. So here, the pros obviously about the 5 a.m. is we get there, we won't lose a day. We'll get there at 7 in the morning. The cons about that is that we're gonna have to wake up at like 4 something in the morning. And the other downside is we're gonna get there at 7 o'clock in the morning. Check-in at most hotels isn't until at least 12 o'clock. So the pros is that we won't miss a day. The cons is that we'll be extra tired. We have to get up extra early. And even when we get into the city at 7 in the morning, we still will have possibly 5 hours to kill before we even get a check-in. That is kind of true, but what are we going to do at 7 in the morning? Now, obviously, here's a little travel tip that I'm sure that most people know, but even if your check-in time isn't till 12, you can go to your hotel, drop your bag off. They'll let you keep your bag there. We've always never had an issue with that. But where are we going to hang out from 7 o'clock in the morning to 12 till check-in time? We don't want to pay for an early check-in, and usually places won't let you check in. Now, if it was an hour, maybe 2, we would just go get something to eat, but it's probably going to be 5 hours. The only thing, here's the other thing though, Mangrove, we're only staying 2 days. So tomorrow would be 1 day, and the next day would be the second day. So we're literally losing that whole first day, and then we would only have 1 full day the next day, and then the next morning we're leaving. That's the other thing though, but where would we take a nap? So if we took the 2 o'clock train, we wouldn't be taking a nap because we would have slept in and checked out. Now, if we take the 5 o'clock in the morning train, we're going to get there at 7 in the morning and have nowhere to go and check in at. And then once we check in at 12, we're probably going to be tired. So we're probably going to take an hour, 2-hour nap and go out about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we'll run it by Fluffy. We'll figure out that. There's pros and cons on both. The pros is that we're in the city and we don't lose a day. The cons is waking up early. The cons is what are we going to do at 7 in the morning, especially being exhausted. We're going to be tired. We're going to be in there at 7, and we're going to have like 5 hours for check-in. Or we go in the afternoon. We won't be tired. We'll be relaxed, but we'll lose that whole day. We won't really go out till about 5. Yeah, we'll figure it out though. Cause what time is it? 10:50. Yeah, so I'll get off in a minute because I gotta go take a shower. I'll try to book the train tickets, so we will have an answer for that shortly. And then I think we're gonna go to the Riverside. We've never been to the Riverside here, so we will check out the Riverside. We heard that there's more tourists on the Riverside. I don't know why, but we were told that last time, so we'll see if that's true. And then we'll probably go to lunch, a local lunch somewhere. And then I think we'll just wing it from that point. I think tonight, hopefully the street market, the night market is open. I don't know if it's only on the weekends or something, but if the night market's open, we will go to the night market over here. What's up, Brandon? Yeah, we'll do another live stream at a certain point. We'll do it probably on the Riverside. If we find something cool over there, we'll probably do it over there. I've shot a good amount of video. I have a lot of editing, guys, man. I really, really give a thumbs up to all the people that can just freaking pound out editing in like a day or two. I'm so far behind. I think I have at least 4 shot videos that I still have to edit. And 2 of them are back from Da Nang. So I have those 2. I have the first day of nhon that I got to edit. And I have an interview that I got to do. So, man, whoever can just sit down, force themselves to edit and crank that stuff out, man, I give those guys big, big thumbs up. Naghi TV. What's up, buddy? Watching from the Philippines. Very nice. I spent a good amount of time in the Philippines, and actually, I can hear Fluffy's in the shower right now. She is from the Philippines, so if she was in here, she'd get so happy because she always likes when people watch from the Philippines. What city in the Philippines are you from? I wonder if I've been there yet. I've been to Manila, Cebu, Boracay, Iloilo, Dumaguete, and Bacolod. So I've been to six. I've been to 6 cities in the Philippines. I wish the Philippines was cheap like Vietnam, because then I could do a lot of travel. And I don't think the Philippines has the train. I love the train in Vietnam. They have buses, and I'm not a big fan of buses. Manila and Cebu. Okay, I stayed in Makati a couple times. I stayed in BGC one time. And then I really like Cebu. Cebu is kind of my favorite big city in the Philippines. We just stayed there last year for 2 months in Cebu. We stayed right by the SM City Mall, right across the street from the SM City Mall. So I think once Fluffy gets out of the shower, I think I'm gonna go take a shower. And then that's the only thing though. The one thing I will tell you, I used to love to slow travel. Now I realize. So we're here in Wignon for 2 days, right? But 2 days realistically is only about a real full day. Because remember, we got here about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. By the time we checked in and everything, it was about 3 o'clock, three something. All we did is went out to eat. We did go to the beach really quickly and went to the plaza. And then tomorrow morning, we're gonna most likely be leaving. So we were here for technically three days. The first day, today, and tomorrow's morning. But we were only technically here for one full day. Mangrove back from Hoi An. Shockingly, we have still not been to Hoi An. We've lived in Da Nang for a year and a half, and we've still never been to Hoi An. We've been all up and down, north and south, but we've never been to Hoi An. We keep saying we're going to get to Hoi An, and we just never do. But we will get to Hoi An. Maybe what we'll do before we leave, Fluffy doesn't know this, but maybe what we'll do, she's only going to be in Vietnam for about another week once we get back. Maybe one of these nights, maybe we'll do a group. Maybe if any of you guys are listening back in Da Nang, our buddies that we hang out with, maybe all of us will take some kind of van or a bus or something and go out there for the night. Maybe come back at the end of the night. But I always hear one or the other. It's a hit or miss. People say that they love Da Nang better than Hoi An, and then I get the other group that says they love Hoi An better than Da Nang. And I have a guy that just left Da Nang, and he says he loves Hoi An, but he lives way down by the beach, so he doesn't live in the tourist area. He lives way on the other side of Hoi An, and he says he likes it. He actually says he loves it better than Da Nang. And then I ran into other people that said that they don't. No, we are definitely not going to do the 6,000 meetup in Ho Chi Minh, for sure not. Because as soon as we're done in Nha Trang, we're going back to Da Nang. Fluffy is leaving in about 2 weeks. So what I'm hoping for, I don't really want to do the 6K meetup until we hit the 6K point. So what the perfect situation would be when we get back to Da Nang, hopefully we'll hit 6K. We're about 130 subscribers away. So hopefully when we get back to Da Nang, we'll hit 6K. And then that last weekend of April, we will probably try to do a 6K meetup for the 6K subscribers and Fluffy leaving. So that's probably what we'll do. Ho Chi Minh, we still don't have any plans to go to. Ho Chi Minh for sure wouldn't be until Fluffy gets back from the Philippines, at least that point. But yeah, we're not going to go anywhere past Nha Trang. We've already paid our rent. 2 days ago, and we're gonna be out of Da Nang. Even though we paid our rent, we're gonna be out of Da Nang for at least 7 or 8 days, which pains me because I'm paying rent on 2 places and we're not even in Da Nang. So we got to get back uh, for sure before May, because Fluffy's flight I think leaves on the 2nd. But maybe we'll do 7,000 or 8,000 or even 9,000 from Ho Chi Minh. Maybe, I have no clue. I think we will get to Ho Chi Minh, but we're only, if we ever get to Ho Chi Minh, it's just gonna be like max a day, maximum 2 days at the very most. It would probably be like we'd land in Ho Chi Minh on that first day, and we'd be leaving probably that next night or something. I'm not gonna spend too much time in Ho Chi Minh. I've been there three or four times, and it's just not for me. I don't think it's a bad city. For me, it's just nothing stands out. Everybody says 2 p.m. Everybody says 2 p.m. on the train time. So we'll take a look at that. We will take a look at that. Very, very interesting. Yeah, man, if they haven't done their taxes now, man, that's cutting it close, because taxes are due, I think, what is it, like the 15th? So what day is it for you guys? I think it's like Monday. I think taxes are probably due like tomorrow or the next day for you guys. So I'm so glad I did mine. I did mine about 3 weeks ago. Man, if you guys haven't done your taxes by now, geez Louise. Yeah, you guys are going to be scrambling at the last minute. But the good thing about it is, if you guys are going to get a refund back, there's no penalty if the government owes you. But if you owe the government, then you will get a penalty if you don't do it. So I don't really like. I know people think I hate Ho Chi Minh or something. I don't really hate it. It's just there's nothing I love about it. It's overcrowded. It's pricier. It's noisy. There's no beach. It's just a big city. And like I said, I'm not a partier, not a drinker, but I enjoy Bangkok. But Ho Chi Minh just doesn't have the vibe of Bangkok. Bangkok is one of the more rare big cities that I really like. But Bangkok also has a lot of other perks. It's got the great malls. It's got the BTS that gets you everywhere in the city. They have the great street food. They have, it's more of a better vibe. 28 hours. No, I didn't file taxes because of my YouTube. Actually, I had a quick job back in the USA in 2024. But remember, I only had a job for 2024 from the month of January to the month of February 10th, I think. So it was only like 45 days that I worked, maybe even less than 45 days in USA. So luckily I got a bunch of tax credits because I didn't make that much in the year of 2024. And I got like the California credit, I got the federal credit. So actually I did pretty good. But I think we're gonna end it there. I'm gonna go jump in the shower. We're gonna do another live stream, most likely from the riverside. So you guys will see, not only you guys get to see the beach, but now you guys will see the river. So we'll catch up with you guys in maybe about 2 hours. About the train, we will have some information about where we're going and a couple more plans. When I went to Ho Chi Minh, it didn't have. Now I think they have somewhat of the rail line. And here's the thing: you guys might get mad at me, but I like Thailand food better than Vietnam food, especially the street food. So the street food, you can get fried rice, you can get stuff on meat sticks, you can get all kinds of stuff. In Vietnam, all you mostly get, the street food is mostly soup or banh mi's. That's the majority of the street foods. Street foods in Bangkok on a whole different level. So that's what kind of really wins to me on the food level. So most of the street food in Vietnam is soup based, noodle based, or a banh mi. In Vietnam, in Thailand, you have fried rice, you have the meat sticks, you have all the meat dishes. Yeah, so don't get me wrong, I like Vietnamese food, but I definitely give edge to Thailand food, especially the street food. Um, what's up, JB? We're just about to head out. I had the Tra Talk and the Bonet for breakfast, but we will catch up with you guys on the riverside most likely in maybe about 2 hours. So keep an eye out for the notification. Once again, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Um, So yeah, I got the breakfast one, cheapest one I've ever found. It was a little skimpy on the portions compared to the other one, but it was only 25,000. So we had a 25,000 bonnet and a 10,000 Chatok tea. So 35,000 for my breakfast. So see you guys in just a short amount of time.